case. Mr. Rodriguez, welcome. And on deck is William Schmidt.
Good morning, delegates, Elliot Watts, Senator Peterson, or my particular delegates. I'm Isidoro Rodriguez. I'm here as a Virginian, a federal litigation attorney for the last 36 years, a member in good standing of the United States Supreme Court, Second Circuit, Federal Tax Court, DC Circuit, and Federal Bar, Federal Circuit. I talked to you last year and provided you as attachments documents that I had provided previously with regard to my petition for an investigation and possible impeachment of judges in the courts of Virginia. You must stop the obstruction of the rights of parents under both treaty and the statutes of Virginia by the courts of Virginia. As I have previously written, irrespective of you being either a Democrat, Republican, or an independent, you must, as members of the General Assembly, restore the rule of law, the integrity, and the public confidence in the courts of Virginia. Thus, you must vigorously act on my petition for impeachment and investigation of the judicial branch and the Office of Attorney General for violating statutory mandate under the treaty and the Virginia Uniform Custody Enforcement Act to obstruct the rights of parents, and violating Virginia Code 54-139-35 to establish an unauthorized attorney disciplinary system within Virginia State Bar so to restrict the independence of attorneys' service to the public. In short, back in 1984, Associate Justice Power wrote a decision for the United States Supreme Court in New Hampshire v. Piper, which emphasized the need to have independence of lawyers from judges who control them. This has not occurred because apparently during the same 36 years I've been practicing, Justice Rehnquist usurped that mandate in the Supreme Court decision to have a vertical court system controlling attorneys. That is why you have transactional attorneys and you have very few federal litigation attorneys. In the last 36 years, in my litigation throughout the United States, because my office is outside the United States and I litigate in about 8 different circuits, including the United States Supreme Court, you saw less and less individual practitioners. The Virginia Tort Claim Act is unenforceable because the courts of Virginia now hold that they, as well as the executive branch, are absolutely immune from tort or criminal liability. You cannot get a jury trial to determine whether a government official has been guilty of malfeasance. Thomas Jefferson, one of the great Virginians, emphasized the need for jury trials. It is almost impossible to get a jury trial in federal court. The last jury trial I had was in 1992 in New York State, in the Eastern District of New York. Most people do not get jury trials in federal court. But in Virginia, you don't even get a jury trial. The court itself determines who will determine malfeasance. The citizens can no longer easily hold government officials accountable for malfeasance. Therefore, for the good of the future of the Commonwealth of Virginia, the General Assembly must permit an investigation of the usurping of its powers. In effect, the Virginia Supreme Court, in violation of code and constitution, created a court system within the Virginia State Bar. For the very reason, I respectfully request that you have your staff contact me to discuss this petition for investigation and impeachment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Our next speaker is William Schmidt, to be followed by Susan